it's a new channel, and I really hope you guys do enjoy it. I have a lot planned for this channel, and I have a lot planned in general that I'm super excited about, and I can't wait to share with you guys. So I have yet to figure out a lot of things. First, I've yet to figure out like the layout of where I want to film. I'm kind of digging this one. The mirror in the background is kind of bothering me though, because like it's just weird. But anyways, on to the actual information and fun stuff that we have planned and that I'm going to tell you about. So my plan for this channel is I want to eventually be able to do travel vlogs. Like I want to be able to travel more and be able to vlog it and be able to show people who may or may not be able to afford to travel themselves, be able to see the world. It's kind of always been a dream of mine to travel. I just like to see new places and explore and put myself in other people's shoes, and it's just kind of a thing I love to do. I've always said I have a heart of a gypsy, or a soul of a gypsy. And I get that itch to, I want to travel, like I want to go somewhere, I want to be somewhere new and explore something different than when I live every day-to-day lives. So that's just kind of my plan in the long run. For now, you guys will be tagging along with me on the weekends and when I have days off, and because I still do work full-time, so it's that process in between. So you guys won't be able to come to work with me because it's super boring anyways. But any days that I have off and I have fun things planned, I'll do that. You guys will be able to come along with me. Give me a little leeway as I'm like getting used to recording in like public places, because that's a new concept for me, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. It's still very awkward because I feel like I'm talking to myself, which ideally I kind of am, but I'm talking to you guys, those that are watching, so it's just it's kind of weird. But I do want to do a lot of those challenges and like mukbangs and all that stuff. That would all be really cool to do. Also, I would like to also be able to do, and I can't talk. Sometimes I trip over my words because I'm usually a lot faster of a talker. So sometimes I trip out for my own words, so I have to slow down. I have to teach myself to slow down when I talk, and it's gonna sound weird at first. Anyways, I would eventually like to have, and then this may be something it starts out as, is me sitting down and having conversations about things that I'm interested or passionate about. And some of those things, to name off a few, are religion and mental health and physical fitness, and just all around health in general. People are like, well, what do you mean? I'm healthy, I'm alive, aren't I? I'm like, well, yeah, you are. And I'm not saying that people of different body types aren't fit. You're fit in your own way, and living life to your fullest is the ultimate goal. Like, you want to eventually be able to live life and have, looking back on your life, having no regrets. And that's kind of my plan, is I don't want to have regrets. I don't want to look back on my life and be like, oh, I wish I traveled more, or, oh, I wish I could. I wish I would have been able to tell more people about what's going on and being able to inspire more and change people's lives. So yeah, hopefully we will be able to do all of this. I'm super excited to do this channel. It's taken a process to get here. mainly because I had this first intro video completely edited, and I had it all set up, and I was using one of those free editing softwares, and I was new to this process. I was very new to this process. So I ended up finishing the entire video, editing it completely. And then come to find out, the edited video was in the wrong format. And I was like, no. Why? So it was in the wrong format, and so I was like, okay, I can just change formats. Well, no, apparently you can't. So from there, I went back and I found the right editing software, one that a lot of my friends who like deal with cameras and editing and like social media and like YouTube and people who like to play around with videos, they all said that Adobe Premiere was a great editing software, and I don't doubt it. It really was for what it looked like. However, I have an older computer. It's not that old. It's about 2 or 3 years old. So it's really not that old of a computer. But it doesn't have enough disk space, I think is what it is, or disk power. I don't know. I don't speak computer. I don't. It doesn't have enough space, or drive, I should say, there we go, to hold that kind of software. So every time I tried to edit the second video, the second intro video, it would crash my computer. It would just crash. So I was like, I'm so over this. So I took some time, took about 2 weeks to figure out how I was going to go through this process. And I was like, you need to just take a break, take a step back, breathe. It's not going to go crazy. It's not going to disappear. It's all going to be right there when you pick it back up. So that's what I did. I took a little break to take a little breather, and I came back and I was like, okay, I got to figure out what's wrong. Why is it crashing my computer? So I found out that it was Adobe Premiere, and that was the disk space and the disk drive. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to get a new software. So a family friend who's really good with computers, like super good, he's always been there for all of us. He's known me since I was a little kid. He was like, yeah, try this software. And so I did. And so far I loved it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I imported the video, and then it was like there was a Smarties paper right in front of the microphone, and I was like, oh no, because I was using my dad's old Kodak, I think, Kodak camera. Like it was like an actual camera, and you had like the actual lens and all that. It was a nice camera, but it was, I'm not kidding you, more or less probably 5 or 6 years old. So in camera time, that's a good amount of time. That's a good chunk of time. So it was the microphone on the camera that absolutely was atrocious, and there was no input for adding attachment mics. So I was like, okay, guess I have to get a new camera. So I got the Canon SX730HS. That's the one I'm recording on now. And I tried it. I took like a clip of my video, and like I recorded something on this camera, and then I imported it to the editing software to see if it would work, because I can't hold my breath anymore. I'm gonna die if I keep holding my breath for things that happen. And it finally worked, and I was like, yay! So then I realized I didn't like the video, so I'm re-recording it for the 3rd time. Hopefully this time will stick. So far, it's really good. I have yet to, I've also been playing with Adobe Illustrator, and with Illustrator, I love Illustrator. In high school I took a class on Illustrator. It was like a computer art design class, and it was probably one of my favorite classes. Also, the professor was really cute. But I loved playing in Illustrator. It was kind of one of my favorite things. And I also love to draw, so I drew out a sketch of what I want my logo to be. And then I put that sketch into Illustrator. I drew it and I made it in Illustrator. So I've yet to figure out how to turn that Illustrator into like one of those cool intros where like things fly in and all the effects. So that's another thing I have yet to figure out. But we're almost there. I have the video. We're almost done with this. We'll get there. I promise. I do have fun things planned for this weekend though, so I don't know the details yet, but I know it's going to be fun and you guys will be able to tag along. But until then, please subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. Like this video. Comment down below what you think some of the challenges I should do are, and what kind of videos that you think that are going to work best and all that stuff. I do want to, like I said, I do want to do a lot of fitness and health, mental health, maybe talk about some just things that I've gone through in my life. And also I would love to be able to eventually do travel vlogs. So I am going to start a Patreon. I have a Patreon already set up. I just have to figure out the statistics to it. So, yeah. Sorry. I just have to find out the statistics for it. So, but other than that, it will be very exciting. And then I'm going to also eventually have a website up too, which will be basically homepage for everything. It'll have my social media, my Instagram, which I need to be more active on. Oops. I'm not very, for the most part, I spend a lot of my life going to work and coming home. Just because I'm saving up money to, one, move out because I live with my parents, and two, be able to save up so I can travel. So that is my plan. So come along with me, press subscribe, plus press the like button, give it a good thumbs up, and then comment and share this video with your friends. I have big dreams and big things planned for this channel, and I hope you guys stick around. Here we go!